What will win in a drag race between a tuned BMW M3 Touring with 1,000 horsepower, the new Lamborghini Revuelto with 1,000 horsepower, and a tuned Audi R8 twin turbo with 1,000 horsepower? Well, we're going to find out by racing them over the standing quarter mile. I'm Matt Watson and you are watching Car Wow. Now let me tell you about this M3 Touring. So BMW selling this car with a 3-litre twin turbo straight six that puts out 510 horsepower and 650 newton meters of torque. However, Tom Wrigley has taken it and fully built the engine, fully built the gearbox, hybrid turbos, yada yada yada, everything that you could do, and it now has 1,000 horsepower and it has 1,100 newton meters of torque. Oh my god. So in terms of pricing, this car with options, it's getting on for £100,000, but with the upgrades, it's going to set you back an extra 35 grand. So £135,000 all in for this particular car. Weighs in at over 1.8 tons and it uses an 8-speed automatic gearbox, so that has been tuned, fully built. It can cope with all the torque. Anyway, let's find out about the Revuelto from its owner, Tommy. Hey Tommy, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
I didn't hear a word of that, Tommy. I'm guessing you're fine. Can you give me the stats on your Revuelto?
Naturally aspirated 6.5 litre V12 with 3 hybrid electric motors, 2 on the front axle, 1 on the rear. 856 horsepower from the V12 alone, but with the electric motors it comes to 1,015 and 1,000 newton meters of torque. The 6.5 litre V12 solely powers the rear part of the car. There is no drive shaft going to the front. The front is just electric motors, so it should be quite interesting. It weighs 1,700 kg dry, so wet weight probably about 1,800 and something, and it's cost £450,000 new without options.
First thing that surprises me is the fact it's pretty much the same weight as this. Second thing that surprises me is just how expensive it is. Bloody hell. Let's move on to the Audi R8 V10 twin turbo and its owner, Harry from Onyx. Hi Harry.
Hi Matthew.
So go on Harry, give us the deets.
So this Audi R8 V10 is not an ordinary V10, so it has a DTS twin turbo kit fitted to it. It's a 5.2 litre engine. It makes 1,000 horsepower and 800 newton meters of torque. This is driven by all 4 wheels.
Okay, so I think it's got the same 7-speed gearbox as you get in the normal car. The engine's not built, is it? It's just turbos and remap and exhaust and stuff like that.
So yeah, standard engine, standard gearbox. We're hoping that lasts today. So let's see how we go.
And how much did you pay for that?
I paid £100,000 for this car.
So it's the least expensive car here. Let's see how it performs. Now, if you want to compare the car stats side by side, you just pause your video and you can see it right now. You're welcome. Now let's do the first thing. Let's do the Car Wow customary sound check. So I'm going to rev up my M3, which I know is going to sound amazing because of the exhaust on it. Okay, that was pretty mental, you've got to admit that. Now let's go over to you, Harry, to hear your V10. Oh.
Can you hear the turbos?
Yeah, Tommy, go on. I'm not sure yours sounds as good as that, but go on. Now, Tommy has got an SVJ, haven't you? What exhaust do you have on your SVJ?
I have a Gintani exhaust on my SVJ and it sounds delicious.
Sounds so much better than that, doesn't it?
Yeah, exhaust pending.
Not going to be standard for long. Anyway, surprising, I think the Lamborghini V12 came last in that particular challenge, but will it come first in the drag race? Let's find out.
Both of you have real 4-wheel drive. I do not have real 4-wheel drive, so let's see what happens.
Bought the wrong car, didn't you? Where's that Revuelto?
My launch control didn't even work, so I think I actually have a chance when it does work.
Do you know what? I think you might do. This is going to be close. Let's be honest. I won that one. Let's give you guys another chance.
How was it for you, Harry?
So the launch is brilliant. However, as I'm changing gear, it's like it's cutting power ever so slightly. So I might try manual gears and see how we get on.
So I must admit, this did not hook up properly that time. So Tommy, even though you think you might beat me, I'm not sure that you will.
Let's see what happens.
3,
maybe you will.
Come on, Lambo power, baby, come on.
Oh, he did.
If I see a green M3, I'm gonna be annoyed.
This went a little bit sideways, but Tommy, fair and square, you had me as long as you didn't jump.
I don't think I did. Let's see what happened.
Stewards, just a quick one. Did Tommy jump?
Tommy didn't jump.
Tommy, you legend! Yes! Well done! One each, come on! Game on!
Lambo power.
This car frightens the hell out of me. Woo.
Lambo power, baby, come on. That M3's quick. It's coming.
Come on!
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
But, fair.
I'm going to call it on myself. Stuart's inquiry. Let's just check that Matt didn't jump. Harry, how are you? You're not really in this anymore, are you?
I'm a bit disappointed, I'm going to be honest. I thought I had a chance, but apparently not.
How much does it cost to tune an M3 like that? I'm supposed to be getting one next week.
Why don't you just buy this one?
It was pulling. If we carried on, you would have gone past me cleanly.
I think someone might not be being honest with their horsepower figures.
Is that Lamborghini? Or is it the tuner?
Or the guy sold you your car? Yeah, I don't think it's quite running the claimed power figures. Even that other Revuelto just got another 100 horsepower.
And this has another 200. Come on, stewards.
There was no jump.
Yeah! Sorry, I'm gloating. Let's do the thing and find out the numbers. So then, what exactly happened? Well, the slow motion action replay reveals the BMW won. However, both it and the Lamborghini took 9.9 seconds to complete the standing quarter mile. The Audi took 10.2 seconds. Hello, help, tuner. So I'm going to do a rolling race.
Yeah.
What mode do I want to be in?
It should be all right in any, mate. It shouldn't spin up. Leave it in M1 with traction off. As long as traction's off, it should be absolutely fine.
I want traction off.
I wouldn't have it on. I had traction off in M1 before, it was absolutely fine.
Okay, all right, thanks. Okay, if I die, it's your fault. It's his fault. Okay, now we're going for a rolling race from about 40 mile an hour, second gear, to the half mile. Manual mode for the gearbox, sportiest settings. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. This is rabid, this thing. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, Harry, so that was different for you, wasn't it?
So I played about with a couple of things, and all of a sudden it feels like I've got another 100 horsepower.
Do you wish you'd done that in the drag race?
So what I've done is I've taken it out of performance mode because it seemed to be cutting right at the top end. I've just put it into dynamic and manual mode, and honestly it pulls like a train.
But does it have launch control in that setting? Try it.
No.
Oh well. If it had, you could have had a go at the drag race again, but unfortunately no. Tommy, you were ahead, maybe? Were? Once? I don't know, what happened?
So I pressed the paddle, it didn't change gear, and then it was giving me like sluggish gear changes. So I feel like I understand this car a bit more now, and when you launch it, after a while, or when you do something like hard, it kind of like backs off. I don't know, it needs to cool down, I think.
We'll wait for him to go, let his car chill out.
Were you reeling me back in, Matt?
I might have had you on the line, I don't know, but yes, I was reeling you back in. Okay.
Yeah, I'm coming back now. It seems to have opened up the revs again.
You've not got enough fuel.
We're gonna find out on the next race.
Okay, so once again, roll race. We're gonna do it third gear from about 50. 3, 2, 1. Can I reel him back in? Here we go. I don't know what happened to Harry. That was interesting. What happened in the last race, Tommy, because it was close then.
The Revuelto, it seems like when you do like high or when you use all the power, it needs to like go for a cool down run. So you can't do back-to-back runs because then I think the gearbox, it gets really sluggy. Even then, you started catching me because it said limited performance because I ran out of fuel. One even more.
I don't know if I crossed you on the line, but that shot off.
I'm impressed with it. I'm learning more, and I think because it's so new, Lamborghini, they've programmed into the ECU to like kind of protect the car so they can find the limits of like the gearbox and the powertrain. But yeah, performing amazingly well.
So basically what's happened is a little bit like with like tech, where they're sort of releasing beta versions, and rather than spend money developing the cars themselves like they should do, they're releasing them to market and then letting the customers develop them.
Did you just describe Tesla? Because that's what it sounded like.
They're following Tesla, aren't they? That's a bit like how it is anyway in the tuner world. So
over to you, Harry, because you must have had a
beta experience in that race because you were nowhere near.
So unfortunately I can't blame the tuner this time. I can only blame myself for getting the start completely and utterly wrong. Fortunately that one's on me, so I'd like to go again if we can.
Tommy, can you go again? I don't know if your car is allowing you to. What does the software say? Have you got enough fuel? What?
No can do. It said limited performance, so it won't accelerate hard. It's limited me to 8,000 RPM.
Okay, so we're not going to do it. Sorry, Harry. Well, we can do.
me in your race, but
Before we do that, let's do the brake test. Okay, so we're going to do it. Brake test, 100 miles an hour. Whichever car stops in the shortest distance wins. Then, after that, I'm going to race Harry and see if he can do it properly. But I think Tommy's out of it because he's got no fuel or some kind of other Tommy-related issue. Here comes the line, full emergency stop. That Lamborghini stops really well, Tommy, doesn't it? Very close between me and you, Harry, but your car's shorter than mine.
A bit like you're shorter than me.
Yeah, I think most people are shorter than you, though.
how do you fit in an R8?
You couldn't have an R8 Spider, a lofty guy like you.
I physically cannot drive a Lamborghini.
How you doing, Tommy? You won that one.
Yeah, again, I put it in hybrid mode. When I was braking, it uses regen as well, so it stops really, really well.
It does stop really well, that car. I'll give him that. Okay, do you want to sit this one out? Me and Harry are going to have one last race from 50 miles an hour in third gear.
You might want to move off the track though, Tommy.
I want to see which one wins. I really like the M3, but I like the R8 as well. I don't know who I'm rooting for.
Did you say you're getting a tuned M3?
I'm getting a standard M3 Touring, but I'm thinking about tuning it now.
How many cars do you own?
Too many, as my wife says.
Okay then, Harry, me and you, let's do it. Third gear roll on. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Well, Harry,
No excuses that time, mate.
you lost fair and square. I was crossing the line then at 174 miles an hour.
There was a car length in it, so it was pretty close, but yeah, you do just have the legs on me.
Anyway, listen, thanks to Harry, thanks to Tommy, great cars. Thanks to Tom Wrigley for building this. What an amazing car it is.